Welcome back to the Pitch Pod, everyone. I'm your host, Jeff Stebbins. Join with me, as always, this evening, my co-host, Joe Janner. Joe, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing all right. I'm looking at the calendar and I'm saying, here we are, match week 38 in the English Premier League, and it's undecided. So, I'm excited.
Match day 38, you say, coming up this Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. There's some fun games. Liverpool's playing the Wolves. That'll be a fun match to watch. But I think the game that we have our eyes on, there's two games that we have our eyes on, right? Because as it's coming down this last final match, there's two teams that are really standing out as the ones that have a chance to take this thing. It's Man City, who's currently in the lead, and Arsenal, who's sitting in second, but close second at that. In fact, points wise, Man City's at 88, Arsenal is sitting at 86. The next closest competitor is Liverpool at 79. So Joe and I, we have our eyes most closely watching Man City, who's playing West Ham this Sunday, and Arsenal is playing Everton this Sunday as well at the same time, 10 o'clock Central Time, that is. So it should be a fun match, and we're both looking forward to watching them. But Joe, you want to kind of do the math breakdown and what's got to transpire in order for Arsenal to overtake Man City?
Start off, they got to win,
Got to
get
win.
the 3 points, and then hope that either Man City loses or even with the draw with where the goal differential is. So first things first, right? If you're Arsenal, I think that maybe helps them out a little bit in the sense that they know what they have to do without a doubt, right? Win, get the 3 points, finish with their 89, and then it's in the hands or in the feet, if you will, of what West Ham can do away at Manchester City. So, but that's why we're here. That's what we watched. We've been looking forward to a campaign where it comes down to the last day. And this is it. This is where we're at. So I think Arsenal can do it. It's just a matter of what West Ham might present or be able to do to keep Manchester City from winning it. So that's where we're at. That's the situation. Numbers game for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rematch from last year with Arsenal and Man City at the top of the table the whole season until kind of really down to the last minute. And so we have that happening again. The two heavyweights, Arteta versus Pep, however you want to bill it. But, both teams have the advantage of playing at home.
True.
Both teams are going against some pretty solid competitors. Maybe West Ham's having a better season this year, but beating Everton's not going to be easy for Arsenal. And, the players, they've been playing a lot. They're roughed up. Yes, they're in relatively good form considering it's match day 38. And we expect the stars to be out and be ready to go. But at the same time, all these teams are tired. And that's when mistakes happen. The unexpected happens. So, there could be a surprise upset on Sunday, Joe.
I would agree. It's why we're tuned in, and why we're set and excited for this to take place. Because, yeah, I think most people will have. In this match, Manchester City favored to win versus West Ham, but West Ham's just going to roll over, right? Because of that, and they're just not going to go, hey, how about KDB dominate like he's been dominating all season? How about Holland go ahead and score a couple in this one? No, I think they're going to be playing to get a result and to finish strong. That's what they do. These are professionals. They will play to win. And that presents a problem for Manchester City. They still have what they got to do. They still got to get a result. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, and before we make our predictions, I just want to point out this is how close this is, Joe. Arsenal win probability percentage 82%, Everton 6%. The remaining 12% would be a draw. That's the likelihood. And then if we take a look at Man City and what their probability is at this point, looks like people are saying Man City 88%, West Ham 4%, and 8% likelihood of a draw. So the win probability for Man City is just slightly higher, but that's, even those numbers are pretty darn similar. So it shows you how great of a competition it is between the two teams. And Joe, I think I know what direction I want to go in for this. You want to lead off and let me finish?
Manchester City is going to find a way to win this, or at the least figure out how to get a draw. And that's going to be enough. It's going to be enough for Manchester City to, again, back to back to win this English Premier League. Arsenal, great season. And again, even with the win in this one, it's just unfortunate that it's not going to be enough. Just too little, too late.
All right, fair enough. All right, so Joe, you and I, we both have Man City winning this for the second year in a row.
You got it. Is it 3, 4, 5?
It will be. I hope not, but I think it will be, going back to a previous conversation we had. And then we're talking about the winners, Joe, but, unfortunately, there will be some losers out there in the Premier League. Who are the teams that are going to be relegated, or who do you think might be the relegated teams?
Well, absolutely, without a doubt, Sheffield United out 16 points in the Premier League after coming back up, right back down. Burnley with 24 points. They're heading back down. Luton Town, I mean, mathematically speaking, it's technically possible with just a 3-point separation, but it's going to be a whole lot of goals they would need to score. 13 to go ahead on goal differential. Nottingham Forest would have to lose and get nothing out of there. Would have to lose and have no, well, in that case, the goal differential, but it's almost impossible.
Okay, so you have Luton Town going back, right?
Luton Town, Burnley, Sheffield United, they're all dropping.
All right. Better luck next year, right? Maybe they can earn their way back in.
That's what it's all about. That's the opportunity is there.
It's been fun watching the Premier League this season with my compadre, Joe, looking at games, analyzing what we think is going to happen, making some predictions. And we are definitely looking forward to next season with the EPL as well. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And until next time. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you like what we bring you here at the Pitch Pod, please do us a favor, hit that like and that subscribe. Don't forget, we're available on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. Thank you, everyone, and keep pitching out there.
In a game, the round ball, round posts, anything can happen.